When you initially get into anime, there's a rush like no other, and a sense of exploration, similar to one that you feel on Skyrim when you first find the Greybeards. You've come across something like no other, and all you want to do is share it with your friends, if you haven't. No matter which show you start with, you will always use it as a point of reference comparing each show you watch after. For me, it was Kenshin Himura, otherwise known as Samurai X. That was the first anime I ever watched. Me and my brother were addicted to that shit. It was the coolest thing ever. And now that I grew up a little bit, I can kind of admit the flaws the show had. But back then, man, when I first seen it, you couldn't tell me anything, man. I knew that shit was like the best anime ever. It's easier to see the flaws now that I watch anime from a new mindset. Instead of comparing everything to Kenshin, I watch everything as its own entity. The whole problem with the mindset that I had before was like I try to watch a new anime, like whatever, Yu Yu Hakusho or what else was out around that time. Fucking, I don't know off the top of my head. But all those shows on Toonami, like Cowboy Bebop and all that stuff, and I'd be like, you know what? That shit is nothing like Kenshin, so like why the fuck am I watching it? I'm not gonna give it a try. Like this shit's stupid. And I missed out on a lot of fucking gems at that time. I'm only just now going back and rewatching certain things. I really missed out on a whole lot of stuff. Like, for example, I have a lot of friends that like anime, but they don't even realize that they like it. It's like they watch Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, and then that's as far as their interests will go. Everything else is weird to them, you know, quote unquote weird. And I find it strange. They like freaking Dragon Ball Z because the crazy fights and over the top shit that happens in the show. But it's a whole lot of great shows out there that do what Dragon Ball Z does, arguably better, but do exactly what Dragon Ball Z does, you know. And with the mindset, you miss out on a lot of stuff. It's kind of like what a coach told me one day when I was growing up that you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. Unfortunately, there's a lot of us out here dying of thirst. You know, you can never really enjoy anime unless you open your mind up to all the possibilities. That's kind of why we all like anime, you know, because anything could happen. Like, no one likes to live in this boring world that we live in, you know. We watch anime and put ourselves in the shoes of the main characters and the characters that are going through all this cool shit, you know. And when you close your mind off to different shows, you're just basically being a non-anime fan, not opening your mind up to the possibilities of what could happen. And it's sad. I'm not saying that you should watch every show or even like every show, but at least trying it before you make an opinion on it, you know, that wouldn't really kill you, would it? I'll see you guys on the next one. Master out.